This is Father Andrew Ritchie, and you're listening to Catholic Inspiration, a podcast from my website at studyprayserve.com. These homilies, presentations, and retreats form part of my ministry as a Catholic priest for the Diocese of Superior. And now I invite you to open your hearts to some Catholic inspiration. Today is Friday of the 24th week of the year. Our gospel reading is Luke chapter 8, verses 1 to 3. Jesus journeyed from one town and village to another, preaching and proclaiming the good news of the kingdom of God. Accompanying him were the 12, and some women who had been cured of evil spirits and infirmities. Mary, called Magdalene, from whom 7 demons had gone out, Joanna, the wife of Herod's steward, Chuza, Susanna, and many others, who provided for them out of their resources. I find this passage very interesting because it gives us an insight into some of the followers who were walking with the Lord. The little that we know about the 12 apostles tells us that they wouldn't have necessarily been at the top of the list in a human resources department. They had plenty of their own mistakes, foibles, misunderstandings, shortcomings. But then we hear a little bit about some of the people who were accompanying Jesus as he's traveling all over the place. People who he had cured, people for whom he had driven out evil, people who were before him and present to him and were so excited to be near Jesus. Mary Magdalene, Joanna, Susanna here. So not only do we have kind of this sense of the walking wounded who've been healed and now they don't want to leave Jesus. They have been touched by the Lord. They've been moved in a very powerful spiritual way, and now they're at a spot in their life where, quite honestly, they don't want to leave him. Now, there's a practical side to this. They're providing out of their resources. So some of these people might have had means. Some of these people had some money of their own. And so they were making sure that people had food to eat, sharing what they had, contributing to the needs that were coming up for this group. And so you have here people who, from their own limited resources, financial, kicking in, but they had also been affected by Jesus, caught in the mesmerizing quality of his persona. Can you imagine to be near Jesus, to listen to Jesus, to be healed by Jesus and see others be healed by Jesus? Who wants to leave that? So you have this mix where people who've been touched by the Lord, changed by the Lord, now want to contribute to the Lord's work. I like that because in many respects that speaks about any parish community. You know, we all are struggling, we all are doing the best we can, and some days we get it right, and maybe some days we swing and miss. It's not particularly pretty, but we keep going at it again. We don't give up. And if there's a need, we kick in what we can. And if there's somebody who needs a little help, we do what we can. I love that because none of us are perfect. We all need the Lord, but we all do our part as a group to provide, to help, to comfort, to sustain. It kind of begs the question, where am I at today? Is there something in my life that needs the healing touch of Jesus Christ? Do I need to get myself to Mass? Do I need to get myself to confession? Do I need to take some time to pray? Do I need to walk into the church and be still in adoration or just before the tabernacle? Do I need to talk to a priest? Do I need to get something right in my life and I need to maybe learn a little more or discern a little more? What is it that I need? But then, what can I give? My time? There's lots of ways to volunteer in our communities and in our churches. My talent? Some of us have very specific skills that really do make a difference and can help people. Perhaps it's my treasure to financially help someone who's just in a bad spot, to contribute to some particular cause or organization that I really believe in, that's touching human lives and making a difference in the world. Whatever it is, giving and receiving are part of our spiritual journey. It was clear here in this particular passage of Luke's Gospel. It's just as true today. but when we work together, recognizing that the Lord has helped us, it makes it a lot easier for us to help one another. May that inspire us today to have our eyes open, to see both what we need and what we can give. God bless you all. This is Father Andrew, and I hope this podcast inspires your faith. Now, if you found it helpful, please share it with a friend, and you can help me by leaving a rating and a review. I keep all my listeners in my daily prayers, and I ask for your prayers in return. God bless you, my friends.